let's begin with some of the most important map locations for this time. The first important location is the Central Mechanical Research Engineering Institute. Now, this is one of the institutes located in Durgapur. Recently, you had a battery power operated disinfectant spray and a kind of indoor disinfectant unit that has been developed. The idea is there would be contactless soap cum water dispensing system, from where one of the ports would be delivering soap, the other port would be delivering water. There would be a difference of 20 seconds. So first you will have the soap and then you will have the water automatically, and it would be a contactless system that has been developed. The next is Tehligar village. Recently the Garib Kalyan Yojana has been launched here. Tehligar is important village in Bihar. Now which district? That's again important. So you have the Khagaria district. So Khagaria, the Tehligar village in Khagaria district. So both of these locations very important for Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan Yojana being released. The next location is Stakna. Stakna is one of the important locations where recently Defense Minister visited, and there were rounds of talks that were going on with China. It's located onto the region of Eastern Ladakh. There have been a constant conflict with the Chinese border that is going on, and in line with that, the constant tensions that are being going on, and mainly the finger area of the Pangong Tso Lake and the Depsang Plains, these location has become very important. Now similar to Stakna, you have Nimu, which is again very important. Now Nimu lies in Likir Tehsil of Leh district. Likir is very important town. We have already covered this in the geography of Ladakh in separate lecture. Nimu was one of the places where Prime Minister recently visited. Now Nimu is lying on the region of Zanskar range and at the banks of Indus River. Again, Stakna was on the banks of Indus River. The next is Kumaon's Munsiari region. Now Munsiari has been a very important region. This is located in Uttarakhand region, and a lichen park is being established. The idea is, with the growing pollution, lichen being a very good sulfur dioxide indicator, this region would be a dedicated region as lichen park, and as a result the idea is to maintain the ecosystem and a forest productivity that could be seen here. The evils of urbanization, habitat destruction could be curbed. The next is Bina district. Bina district lies in the region of Madhya Pradesh. Railways have taken up an interesting project here where overhead traction system would be built, and this would be a solar powered project that would be built. Bina is also known for agricultural processing and high quality wheat production. The next is the Tiwa tribe. Now Tiwa tribe is one of the major tribes in the regions of Assam and bordering regions of Meghalaya. This is one of the indigenous community living here for long. The sole reason this was in news was the state government has established an ordinance through which hazardous industries would be allowed in the tribal areas without any environmental clearance, and therefore there has been a voice that has been raised in this region. Tiwa tribe is traditionally known as Lalung tribes, and they Lalung in the historical Assamese manuscript. The next is Kangar Ghati National Park is located in the regions of southern Chhattisgarh. This is one of the densest forest areas in India. It is one of the regions flowing through the Kangar Valley and therefore known as the Kangar Ghati. Ghati means a valley area. You have numerous limestone and dripstone topographies that are seen here. Recently you had a fungus which has been traditionally found in the Western Ghats has been discovered in the Kangar Ghati area, and also you have numerous agricultural crops and forest crops that have been affected by it. Pobitara Wildlife Sanctuary in Assam is very important. It's one of the major centers for preservation of one of the endangered species of rhinoceros. Now International Rhino Foundation has partnered with the Assam Forest Department along with the Bodoland Territorial Council, the World Wildlife Fund, and the US Fish and Wildlife Fund for checking the threats to the Indian rhinos. Recently, this area was in news due to excessive flooding that had occurred. The next is Translational Health Services, Health Sciences and Technological Institution located at Faridabad. Now, this is one of the important institutions which has been working for the biotechnology or the biotech science clusters, which is situated in Faridabad, and it aims to bring in medicine, sciences and engineering technology close in one net. The next is Taran Nala in Kathua district in Jammu Kashmir. Now Taran Nala has been important. You have two bridges that are being constructed here. Kathua is known for various monuments and old temples. You have bridge 1 and bridge 2 that would be constructed on the Jammu Kathua highway. The next is solar power plant in Rewa. Now this would be one of the biggest single Asia's largest solar power plant site in the Asian region, and this would be in Rewa, Madhya Pradesh. Very important. It's a joint venture of the Solar Energy Corporation of India and Madhya Pradesh Urja Vikas Nigam Limited. This has been set up to promote renewable sources of energy within India. The next is in Mohali. You have the Institute of Nanosciences and Technology. As the name suggests, you have nanomaterials that are being formulated and discovered. So nanoparticles with the chitosan has been discovered to reduce the severity of rheumatoid arthritis. Now this has been loaded with zinc gluconate and given as supplement to maintain normal homeostasis level for a human being. The next is Bulk Drug Park. Now this has been established at Bhatinda. This is a Make in India initiative. The idea is higher production of medical devices, active pharmaceutical ingredients in line with the Atmanirbhar Bharat or the self-reliant India. We are working for domestically produced material, and this bulk drug park is one of the major initiatives under it. The next important location that we would talk about is the Dhenkanal tribal area in the Dhenkanal district in Odisha. Now 5 forest areas in surrounding those areas have been tribal areas, and they have been issued notice under the rule to give notification for the conversion of the revenues here under the Traditional Forest Dwellers Bill. Now Dhenkanal is one of the very popular places known for its traditional fairs and festivals. The next is thermal power stations in the regions of Singrauli and Sonabhadra. So Singrauli in Madhya Pradesh and Sonabhadra in Uttar Pradesh, two of the important regions. Now Sonabhadra is known for its cave paintings. Singrauli is again known for its caves, mainly from the Madar Tehsil of Singrauli. Now here there was again an environmental issue with the Rihand reservoir that was there, and violation of environmental norms were raised. The next is Sujanpur village in Balashore in Odisha. Now Sujanpur village, you had the biodiversity conservation that came here for the first time, and this idea was to preserve the farming activities in the local area. Sujanpur is also known for its traditional akhada or the game that is being played. The next is the Indian Naval Academy. Indian Naval Academy is again very important. Now this is what is known as Azimala. Location is the Azimala. Now this is in Kerala. Azimala is one of the Asia's largest naval training center. Now very important region, because this is one of the hilly areas in the Western Ghat of Kerala, where you have numerous herbal species that are grown. You have numerous medicinal plants that are grown, and also you have rare medicines that are being found from plant origin that are being traced here. So Azimala is one of the major locations, and here at the Naval Academy you have one of the largest solar plants that have been established as part of Indian Navy mission. The next important location is the Bandeer coal mine in the regions of Chandrapur in Maharashtra. Now Chandrapur in Maharashtra is one of the locations where ecologically sensitive areas have been traced out, and coal mining and the issues raised due to coal mining have been discovered. Chandrapur is also known as the Black Gold City. The reason being, this region has excessive number of coal seams that are located, and due to huge number of coal seams you have excessive coal mining that occurs in this region, and therefore the name as Black Black Gold City. So those were some of the key important locations for maps that we have discussed today. We would be taking many more interesting lectures. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful day.